We can't hear you.
Is this better?
Let me...
Test, test. 1, 2. I think I realize why. Because it was originally just doing the soundtrack. Can I hear the rest of you, though?
Yep, we should probably all do it. Sound off to make sure that we're being...
Everything seems to be good. I could hear now.
Fantastic. I think what was going on is that I turned down my own mic / aux for the standby. I have to remember to turn it back up every time. Okay, that's good to know. But nonetheless, welcome everyone to an interesting little in-betweener for the Idea Comics tabletop universe, a game by the name of the Bloodstone Saga. Originally a 2nd edition D&D module going from levels 15 to 100. I don't know entirely how that works. I think that's just extra feats after level 20, but there are two differences. One, I'm going with a 5th level party, and second, they are no ordinary party. Say hi, not so ordinary party, I guess.
Well, hello there.
Ooh, spooky.
I have decided on the voice for Nihilos.
Fantastic. Hopefully it picks up quite well.
Hopefully indeed.
My mic had decided to stop working.
Oh no. Of course this
But
happens.
hello, not so ordinary party.
Yay,
Greetings.
we did the thing.
Are we allowed to steal that joke? Is that okay?
If Burnley Mulligan shows up at my house, I'm gonna say, wow, Burnley Mulligan, before he steals my kneecaps.
Well, you didn't need those anyway.
No idea.
I'm going to have to turn you up if you're going to do that voice for your character.
Yes. I can hear fine, but that's just because I got special ears.
Well, that's fair.
Okay, now I can hear you a little better. Anyways.
Well, I did just move my microphone.
Oh, the ASMR treatment, I see. But nonetheless, this is going to be an interesting game of a very interesting party against dangerous foes and trying to accrue enough allies to stop a deadly threat. You know, like most of the other games. But this one has very strange characters in it. And a backstory. They say that it all began... Switching the music. Is the music good?
Not on the stream. You should actually
Arch,
you should drop the stream name so that we can all look at it.
Yes. Oh, let me just actually go get that then. Just getting the stream.
Okay, so I think you're a little quiet compared to everybody else, and...
Let me test to get a little closer. Is this better? Also, can everybody be heard, and is the music still listenable?
Everyone can be heard, everything's still listenable. Kobu's a little quiet compared to, everybody else, I think, but I don't know if I heard, Singletary talk.
I think the only thing I've said so far is greetings.
Yes. So, yes. And with that, I think that we'll just start off with the interesting backstory to this game. Ahem. They say that it all began when the tyrant slew the old gods. The tyrant, of course, was strong enough to defeat them. He was strong enough that the mountains moved out of his conquest path.
Okay, you turned up the music too loud.
I turned it back down.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
I think the stream delay is a little...
Yeah. Okay, is this...
Okay, you turned it down, but you or yourself are still quiet.
Is this better? Testing, 1, 2.
I gotta wait for it to catch up.
Okay. It is literally just me leaning in closer to the mic, I'd say. Although I could try and turn myself up in stream, although it seems that I am literally... Wait, hold on. Okay, I think I have a way to do it.
You're still the same volume.
Okay, I think this will work as best as it can. Perhaps if I turn the Discord down?
Okay, you sound better now.
Okay. In that case...
Okay, I'm gonna wait till I hear my voice of you.
The tyrant, of course, was strong enough that even the mountains moved out of his conquest path, and the primordial winds pushed back his foes, both out of fear and respect. A tyrant so powerful that even in death, his name is never said, lest in eternal death he yield. It's debated by scholars if he fought single-handedly, or if he used underlings, or perhaps didn't fight alone. But he slew them nonetheless. And on his throne, both man, god, and element bowed to him. Only 5, pure of intention and powerful of will, could strike him down, and in the ensuing chaos, the bitter fight down to the very end, only 3 survived. And yet, one cannot kill true evil. And while he was struck down hard enough to sunder the world with a great new mountain range, just from the aftershocks, where his blood fell, there grew demons, and his own dark influence. The dark influence of a dead god. Still, as much as evil is overwhelming, good is just as persistent. 2 kingdoms rose to protect their own kind. To the south, the kingdom of Servidia, and to the north, the Oxum Empire. And so, for 800 years, there was an era of peace. Tranquility between the two, allowing people to spread, allowing life to bloom. Until, of course, the Witch-King of Oxum had a change of heart. He led a surprise attack, delving the 2 kingdoms, descended from 2 of the 5 great heroes, into bloody war. You remember the 30 years of brutal, drag-out battles. Some of you may have been involved, depending on what side. Others may have just heard news from the back lines. It cost millions of lives, and yet, with the Witch King's use of dark necromancy, and the eventual addition, the promotion of a terrifying warlord only known as the Grandfather of Assassins, each battle took more, the dead rising to kill their own kind, benefiting Oxum. It finished quickly after all that. The king was beheaded. Servidia is shattered, and what remains struggles to keep independent, paying ties to Oxum, falling prey to its armies, undead and worse. There's not really a good end for anything. The Witch King's armies slowly push forwards. The next thing to catch their eager eye is Bloodstone, a small barony in the safest pass between the Giant's Tooth Peaks. Once it's gone, nothing's stopping the Oxum Empire from pushing real armies into southern lands. And that is where you come in. You heroes, saying that, of course, with gigantic iron quotation marks, are strange folk and creatures, interesting enough, or notorious enough, to have a story under your name. And you have been hired for a decent price to protect Bloodstone's people from those who aim to conquer them. the two halfling messengers who gave you the signed Baron's decree told you all to meet in the small town of Good Luck. Just moving the token aside. And right here, just outside the borderlands, to discuss further. It is there that we begin, like most adventures, in a tavern. Just change the music.
You get my message?
I did not. Let me look. Am I still quiet? Oh, let me test this. Is this louder? I'm sure you'll...
It's just everything in general is quiet.
Ah, it's because I turned my own volume down because it's directly contacted to the laptop. That makes sense.
Because I'm at half volume and everything's pretty quiet.
How about now? Is it a little louder? Test, test.
Yep.
This is what the first stream is for, folks. We're learning how everything works.
Okay, I sound fine. I think it's just you. You are really quiet.
Hold on, let me switch something.
Because the music's fine, everyone else seems to be fine. It's just you are very quiet. Because I have it at half volume. Everything else is good. Like, I'm fine. I think all the players are fine. It's just your volume.
Okay, hold on. Let me just do... Is this better? Is this better? I have switched my microphone. Test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing.
I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Okay.
That's better.
Alright, excellent, excellent. So, cutting that all out, we begin, like most adventures, in the Barley Barrel Inn. The tallest building in Good Luck at a total of 2.5 stories. The outside looks rustic, charming, but the inside, it's mostly just rustic. It appears that it has the typical things that make up a tavern, a bustling crowd trying to get drink and food, some old trophies that seem to try to be more impressive than they actually are, and a bartender, a half-bleached brunette with a couple of tattoos on her arms, keeping things at a good pace despite how crowded it is. And yet, interestingly enough, there are a couple of interesting folk here, and they may have made the entire crowd go quiet. But I think we'll go through them one by one. Who would be the first to enter the tavern, and how do they enter this campaign?
No takers? Okay, I'll go first, I guess.
Okay.
I guess I'm smart enough to keep my features hidden.
Mm-hmm.
So, a fairly large man in armor, cloak, wearing a helmet that gives off a slight glow.
Mm.
Is the door open or is it already?
Oh, it's a double door that's already been open for some time. They only close it
Alright.
when everything's closed because, well, if somebody's drunk enough, they might just stumble into it and crack their teeth.
Alright, are we supposed to meet at a certain place or just wait here?
The tavern was where you were recommended to meet up. As far as I remember.
Alright, they just walk in, find an empty table, and sit and wait.
Indeed. And I presume that is just the armor. Was the helm involved? I'm sorry, I might have
Yes,
skipped.
I said the helm. They have a helm on that is slightly glowing.
Indeed, and some may notice
At least
that glow.
something inside is glowing. But they have helm on and hood up.
Indeed. And it seems that some might notice the helm beneath the hood, and some might notice the glow beneath the helm, but that requires more
everything-
perceptive people.
And everything looks old and tattered.
Indeed.
But they have no weapons on them.
Oh, interesting. And I presume that you're patient enough to sit there for some time.
Oh yes, I'm very patient.
Indeed. Which brings us to the second of the four.
I'll step inside.
I see. And who is this that steps inside this kind of shitty dive bar of a tavern?
A tall woman wearing a cloak that, in contrast to our previous compatriot, looks rather fine. It's fastened at the neck by a sort of acidic green gemstone that almost discourages people from touching it by its putrescent shine alone. As this tall woman steps in and pulls back her hood, revealing sort of like neck length, very like platinum blonde, almost bordering upon white or silver hair. She's taken off her jewelry, but there's still like a visible piercing holes in her ears and a dent above her brow where usually a tiara or some sort of fine jewelry rests.
Trying to look a little less auspicious.
A little less auspicious. Whether or not she's successful is another story. Her features align almost more otherworldly, elven-esque, despite her rounded human ears. And looking at her is just the slightest bit off-putting, but it's difficult to name exactly why. As she steps forward, a sort of segmented belt is wrapped around her waist, just slightly askew. And just as her previous compatriot, weapons are not visible, although occasionally, in her steps, the clinking of metal can be barely heard as she walks by. She'll step inside, look around, spot the lone man at a table, also hooded and cloaked. Sigh, say, I'm going to miss the choosing life, aren't I? And will stride over and sit as far away from him as she can, but still at the table.
Interesting. So I picture, of course, considering how many strange people it'll be, it's of course right near a corner or something. Fitting. Or maybe it's like in the center, but like enough people are around, they provide a slight cloud of like hiding from the outside world. Up to y'all, of course.
I mean, assuming we have secret business to talk about, I assume that we're looking for some sort of...
I sat at the first open table.
So
that
just
matters.
whatever is there. So probably
Whatever was there.
It's got a couple of misstrewn chairs of sorts. Oh, hold on. The music might have changed without my knowledge. Why? No, it's supposed to be different.
Cutting out a little bit.
It's fine. There's always problems, but I think we're dealing with them pretty well. There we go. Just keeping on that. So, yes, it's this regular wooden table, couple of chairs strewn as if this is the table that everybody's taking their chairs from. Thank goodness there's, like, enough. But, of course, I feel like another will soon be filled.
I can go.
Do tell.
The next person to walk through the doorway would be a man that looks to be roughly in his early 30s. Long, roughly shoulder-length brown hair, with this faint bit of dust in it from traveling on the road. Skin that's rather pale, but not too much. A faint sheen to him that gives the feeling of those that are plain touched. This man appears to be an Aasimar, dressed in common traveling gear. The only identifying thing on him being a rather ornate lantern hanging from one hip, with a small white flame burning in the middle of it.
Interesting. And of course, your kind
So-
wouldn't be sort of spotted often, so there are a couple of eyes on you. After all, you do look quite high-end for a place like this.
Perhaps. But with my clothes and the caking of dirt, it's clear I've been on the road for days.
Bless.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Even with that, getting the little bit of travel dust out of his lungs, his eyes will scan the room as he makes his way over to a table where a few others have gathered, meeting with the rest of the party.
Are we sitting at like a? Are we like at a booth, or are we sitting on like chairs?
I'll be real. This place isn't really a booth. Well, there's booths outside of the main area, but it seems
There's
that
probably like a booth at the bar itself, but otherwise it's probably tables.
you'd have to go, and it'd probably be like something enough to be reserved. As highfalutin as this shitty little town called Good Luck could get.
Right.
Okay,
It's the only other object of note on the man's person is what appears to be a holy symbol hanging from his neck, but not one that can be easily recognized.
It's certainly not one to the old gods, much less the new champions, I'd say the best term is.
Indeed.
Yes. And I believe that he's probably normal enough that there's not really a reaction elicited by the people of the table. Although the others...
I look like a pale-skinned Aasimar.
The woman will. How's the seating done? Is it like 2 seats on each side of the table, like?
I
And then
just
there's
envision it like
2
one of
seated
the
sides,
circular tables, 4 chairs at it.
Indeed, it's a round table with like chairs that you can pull around, and they're kind of lower end, but they have something you can sit on. It's mildly cushioned, you know.
She's gonna kick both of the chairs that are between her and the first person to arrive, so that the chairs are closer to the first person than her.
Hopefully that will provide you a little bit of breathing room compared to what may happen next. But what were you saying, Angriff?
I mean, there is no change. There's no expression to be read, so you sit as you please.
Very well.
There's the helmet. You got nothing to work with.
He is
Yeah.
like just a stone slab equivalent. I don't think he's moved since you've seen him. I don't think he's blinked. Does he have eyes? Anyway.
The woman offers an extremely quiet prayer. I guess an undercommon under her breath. As the third group member sits down.
You have an interesting group ahead of you. Yeah, well, at least it can't get any more weird. Hey, Magnolia.
Oh well, I guess first, your thoughts on what I sent in Discord.
I think that I will be able to find you. Oh, I forgot to type it. I think that we would be able to find you the latter option because there are going to be forests. Don't worry.
Okay. I believe a little bit of time would pass between the third visitor arriving and Magnolia stumbling in, kind of half skipping into the bar before remembering it is more normal to just walk places. You notice a slightly pink-haired woman whose features seem somewhat off, a little stiff, and whose skin is slightly tinted in a weird way. That would look somewhat normal at first glance, but if looking a little long, you would notice slight oddities at the joints and stuff. A weird bit of barely notable like lines around or by the mouth, and somewhat movements that lack a certain level of fluidity to them. Walk in, or like, kind of hastily go into the bar. As she enters, she's probably like picking a couple of leaves out of her hair, as she has a tendency to
Just walk straight on into branches.
yeah, or walk, or like roam around the forest, communicating with little creatures for fun.
Little woodland creatures.
You see her kind of enter and like look around, and then like very obviously like looking for the group of strangers before remembering, oh wait, this is somewhat secret, and then making a very poor attempt of stealthily looking for the group before spotting them, and giving a over-enthusiastic wave and walking over.
Well then, that's gonna elicit a couple of reactions. Some.
Yeah, the woman at the table will, as she sees Magnolia enter and figures out this is our four. She is going to. She looks a little relieved, and she's gonna pull the remaining chair back closer to her. And then as Magnolia waves, she's gonna like wave back a little bit, and then like think to herself a bit, pushes the chair just a little bit further.
Hey,
So it's still close to her. It's just not right next to her anymore.
I mean, hey, at least it's not a complete sausage party.
You don't know what the man in armor. You don't know what the man in armor is packing.
I don't think you want to know.
As Magnolia sits down, she's going to say, hello friends, how is everyone?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Nihilos will give a small nod in greeting. I suppose we should get introductions out of the way. You can call me Nihilos. Or Neil, if that is a bit of a mouthful for you.
Angriff.
Well met, Angriff.
The woman will
You miss?
straighten up a bit and say, "I am Caliss of House Starin," and she'll she'll flash a signet ring that she's wearing for a moment.
The name's Magnolia. Sorry I'm late. I'm still, have a hard time keeping track of time.
Understandable.
Don't we all at some point? What matters is that you're here now.
So, I believe we have a task of some sort.
So it would seem.
Are we supposed to be waiting for like a person to show up who's going to tell us what we're doing, or?
It does. You know what? I'm going to ask who has the highest passive perception here, and I'm going to write down your passive perception so I don't ask every 12 minutes.
Well, I'm on an 11, so I hope it's not me.
Okay.
Hey, twin.
14 for myself.
Yeah,
Oh wait, hold on. Let me check something.
It should be on your sheet.
Oh, I was looking at something else to see. Because I forgot to put in. Yes. Okay. I am at a 16.
Good.
Oh,
we
God,
actually had a
that's
chance
going
of
to-
seeing something.
Well, that's
Thank
going
God.
to definitely make some things interesting. So,
God, we had
you're sort of just... The awkward silence is a little bit palpable, and you know you're supposed to be waiting for the two halfling messengers. And it's as you're sort of looking around Magnolia, just sort of checking everything out, you did notice that there was a bit of a pickup in speech. You know, one or two guys mentioning Oxum business. But you thought for a second maybe it's you, considering what you are, or the weird group that you're approaching, because as you look, you realize it is kind of a weird group. And yet, Nihilos and Magnolia, as you start to hear the sounds of shouts and maybe a couple of sounds of contact, you realize that as you've been peacefully enjoying your time and, getting to know your party, has a bar fight started? Oh shit, a bar fight started. And, it's chaos. You can spot different things. A couple of green-skinned, sharp-toothed folk bashing a couple of things with, a beer stein or something. When did orcs get here? And finally, if you look up towards... I think I can show you the map now, actually. As you look up towards the balcony of this Juice of the Barley Tavern, you see that up above... Let me just move the camera so that you can all see it, lovely members of the party, as well as lovely members of our audience, that apparently, on the balcony, you can see this great, gigantic, barrel-bellied oaf who's barely wearing clothes, like it looks like someone put clothes on him, is grabbing up a halfling by the scruff of his shirt and yelling in the weirdest comment you've ever heard. What did you say about my friend? As the halfling is trying to wriggle out and escape, and another one is trying to bash at his thigh, but they don't look strong enough to even do anything to even get the attention of this dude. And poor Magnolia, as you look up and see these two, you notice they're wearing nice outfits, kind of finer clothes, with a little brooch on the cloak. Green speckled with red. Bloodstone. Oh my god, those are your messengers. And they're at the center of the bar fight. What do y'all do? And moving up just so that, the party can be spotted. Because you are on the lower floor.
I have something I can do, but I cannot actually do it because I'm not going to finger whistle into my microphone and all the chaos that would ensue to my poor microphone.
The peaking would be astronomical.
Yeah, the peaking would be astronomical, but very much that is what Nihilos would do. While looking dead at the rabble.
Are you looking at the people around you, or simply the ogre?
The one we're supposed to be meeting with.
Ah! And you are doing that, I see.
Yeah, the fingers in the corner of your mouth, very much. This is gonna cut through the noise.
I suppose that you can make me the first roll of the game, which would be a charisma check.
Performance or intimidation?
I think performance would be more key here, as you're trying to elicit a mood, and you're gonna grab his attention.
The fact that it looks like Magnolia is trying to cast Calm Emotions as well.
What are you doing?
I was
Magnolia?
reading the spell to see.
I
would
thought you were
like to do that as well. I would, yes. Magnolia's just going to say, "Oh dear."
Yeah, so between that and the whistle to get their attention.
I see.
Oh shit, does that also go up to the second floor because it's a 20-foot radius sphere?
That's a good question.
Yes, that's a 40-foot wide sphere.
Huh. I'd say that possibly it could be. But are you casting it?
I will. Let's see. Okay. I will cast it on the participants of the bar fight and simply add with it. Oh, there's no need for violence. We can all be friends, can't we?
And with that, just a bee of like the sheer sound of the loud whistle. And I guess everybody's got to make a wisdom save or a charisma save.
Charisma.
Oh, that's spooky. Especially.
So while they do that, could that also get me advantage on my performance for my whistle?
I'll say sure.
Also, I don't know why it says the spell save is 16.
16.
It says on my sheet that it's 17.
I'll add a +1.
I don't.
Well, I'm glad for the help.
Indeed. Wow. That ogre really is a savage. Damn.
But even if he's,
You got his
still
attention
rowdy,
as the two halflings sort of look down, and then the ogre, its head the size of a watermelon, just. Well, you do see that beside him there is sort of a man sort of reclining. You see he's got the green skin of the orcs, but he does seem not to have tusks. In fact, he has more more human-ish ears, just with a hint of point. Also, I'm just gonna roll for the raiders and the dredges. But you have their attention. Choose wisely what you do.
Are the
Well-
are the halflings on the map here?
They are. In fact, I will shift Z
They
to reveal
do?
what they are. No, those are the orcs. So let me just. Oh man, the minions just. They're looking at this little.
They're sitting their asses down.
They're just looking at this strange little curiosity because it appears to be that there's a purple girl before them. Huh. But nonetheless,
But specifically with our man, once I get his attention, it would just be the kind of wave over of like, come on, over here.
indeed.
And the way of like, we need to talk.
As the two halflings, you see one of them has more. They look similar, but one of them has more blondish hair, and the other is a little more darker. Darker one was hammering at the shins, while the blonde one was being hoisted up.
Oh, the halflings are upstairs.
Indeed, they are, and it seems that they were in a little bit of a tussle. One looks more pretty, the other one looks a little radish, I'd say. But it's as they're sort of up there and you're sort of trying to whistle them down. You know what? I didn't expect this to happen, but you know what? One of them is going to make a save to try and escape. And then another is going to try and make a roll to convince. So, that's going to be an acrobatics check. Does that break the ogre's grapple? Let's find out. That is a... Nope. Barely misses as he's trying to... one second, sirs. I'll be right down in a sec. If you could just pray me to damn. While the other one is just like,
Oh, would that pass with guidance?
possibly.
Doesn't guidance touch?
Yeah, guy.
Are you gonna try and
my-
traverse through the group to get up there?
Wait.
My race has the ability to, if I see someone within 30 feet of myself fail an ability check, I can cast guidance on them
Oh, that's
as a
neat.
reaction.
That is super neat.
Oh, that is so useful.
That is quite useful.
Yes, it is.
Okay, there's one issue. Is calm emotion still up?
Calm Emotions is still up, so
That they are both concentration, are they not?
yes. Are you,
Ooh.
so are you sure you wish to do that?
I forgot about that.
That
Also, can we see the halflings right now?
You
from our
can, as you
table?
both sort of look up. You're sort of in the center, near the entrance.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. So it's like a tiered thing here.
Yeah. Let me just zoom out to reveal what everyone can sort of see.
Do you still have the?
Okay, so actually, looking at it though, with calm emotions being able to make them indifferent towards creatures of your choice they're hostile to, that indifference does not end when the spell drops. It ends though if somebody throws another punch or something. So you could save drop calm emotions for that, because you're not using it to keep off a charm or frighten effect.
You could theoretically.
That is-
do
Oh,
it.
okay. Then I shall do that.
Indeed. The ogre is still very immensely frustrated. As the other one is just
Yeah, he's still angry.
Indeed. As the others do sort of look up. One of them does sort of shout in like a heavily accented orcish tongue. What do you suppose we do, boss? The other one is just like, let them to their drinks, says the half-orc. And as for you, do you apologize to my friend? He's lifting up my cousin. I am not going to apologize until he gets dropped. Do
Poor
you,
choice of words.
Choice of words.
Yup.
And it does seem like he did pick up on that.
Especially considering the big lummox that's holding them.
And the fact that they're on the second floor.
Right next to the balcony. As it seems that the half-orc sort of picks up on that and just goes, You could oblige him to come. And then begins to fling him down. That's not good.
So this is a halfling, yes?
Yes.
But how much would you say they weigh?
They're about weigh the size of a large dog at the most. So
Halflings can put it away. I don't know.
I'd say the average weight is between 75 and 150 pounds.
Are they a stout halfling, a lightfoot, or
It appears that they are both lightfoots.
Oh, then they probably weigh pretty light.
75 to 150 pounds. Roughly.
Case, my idea. So they're being flung down to the ground below, right?
One of them is, while the other one is rapidly trying to rush down.
As they're falling, could I wrap one of my whips around them and just kind of pull them closer to us to make it easier to catch them?
Ooh, that's going to be an interesting check. I'd say you can make me a roll at disadvantage, because it's happening fast.
So what am I rolling?
Whip attack.
I mean, I could see acrobatics or sleight of hand as well.
Yes. Also, they're not wearing armor, so you have to be a 13.
Honestly, I'm better off just using the whip, because that's a
Alright.
+6 compared to +3.
Fair
Yes.
enough. I just figured I'd offer suggestions.
Fingers crossed.
Oh!
If it weren't disadvantage, I would have been able to snatch them up.
Oh my.
Because they're making a bit of a spectacle up there.
Indeed,
I
they
mean, you
are.
saw
We
we both saw it coming.
Yeah, so maybe
Everyone's
not
eyes are
disadvantage?
pretty much on the halfling,
Can
right?
it,
You
can
know
it not
what?
be a disadvantage to you?
You know what? I'm going to give you a chance, because this is pretty early on. How, Angriff, you're keeping your eyes, quote unquote, on them.
Uh-huh.
What would you do? As you realize,
I
God,
don't-
he's going to be tossed down.
I have an idea. If we
I mean, I'm all ears.
everyone's eyes are pretty much on this event going on, right? So nobody's really looking at what I'm doing at the
Indeed,
moment.
even the bartender is sort of like starting to crane her head up to look.
Weird.
I think Kalis kind of looks around and is like, "Is anybody looking at me? No, I can be a little bit weird here for a second." And I'm going to let me just double check the range here.
Oh, are you doing what I think you're doing?
mean-
Range is 60 feet.
And let me just zoom in to the site of what you might just
yeah.
do.
I'm going to, as they get thrown off, I'm going to cast the web spell. As surreptitiously as I can, to sort of web them to the balcony as they fall, so that if they fall, they fall much slower, or sort of like repel
Slows
down a
down.
little bit.
I'll say you gotta hit a 13 with. Is there an attack for this, or
No,
No,
it
it's just
should
an
be a
area.
save for them, but I would hope that they choose to fail so that
well,
they
of course
don't
they would
die.
choose to fail. They don't want to take 1d6 bludgeoning damage as they fucking fall to the ground spine first. What?
I still hate the fact that I had disadvantage, because that would have been
Well-
beautiful otherwise.
Well,
What
the
mod-
slowdown of the web might make it straight roll.
And then a webbed creature has can't move. Or I think what is it? Webs layered over a flat surface creature.
What modifier would you use for this?
Yeah, they're restrained.
for
so
the
they
saving
get,
throw.
they get
What
to
modifier of yours are you using?
Dex.
Dex. Okay, make me a Dex save. And this is a flat roll, since you've been sort of, nobody's around.
Whoops, I've turned my microphone off. Oh wait, it's the wrong microphone. That's fine actually.
Yippee.
So wait, what am I rolling?
Why is it's the person that's passing through the web that makes the dex save?
You're making the dex save to sort of hit it just in time, I'd say.
Because this is being a reaction and not just a normal action.
Yeah. Because
that's why.
Okay, so it's more of a deck. You're making a deck check to see if you can put the web in the right spot.
You can swing this
at the right time.
Doofus. 22?
Okay.
Wow, what is it with 22s?
A 22 makes a 22. And that is what we can agree on. But nonetheless, the way it happens is the pretty boy halfling is like, wait, no. Oh! As he starts flying down, the webs sling to him. Of course, it doesn't like stick him to the wall because the speed's too fast. It snaps them, but it slows just enough that almost looking like it was completely intentional the whole time, Nielos just whips
Indiana
and pulls
Jones
them
reels
into.
them
I presume that he falls into your hands a little bit.
Yep.
Bliss takes a sip of her drink and goes, must be a lot of spiders over there.
I just immediately set them down.
And as the other one runs down the stairs, I'd say he's over here-ish. Hold on, let me just move them. The thing is, both of them are on the same stat block because,
Yeah, it's a double token, so
yeah,
we have the understanding that one of them is next to Nihilos.
And then the other is approaching quite quickly and sort of realizing, oh, that's the party. As a couple of the orcs are sort of laughing and jeering, but one voice sort of cries a little clear over the rest. Right out! As you see that the woman, the bartender, just sort of calls a little clearly and points towards the door with... She has a pretty chill vibe about her normally.
They've angered the bar matron.
But you can tell there is fire in those eyes. And it does... You know what? She's going to make an intimidation check. And that's going to... Oh, she's actually proficient. Hey, 15. That's pretty good. As it does make the orcs just sort of look to their boss a little bit confusedly. And the ogre's already sort of moving down because he's like... Whoop, just... Despite the massive wrestler-like figure of this ogre, you can tell that he knows when he's fucked up.
And he has angered the matron.
And he starts moving down a bit quickly, and he's already by the door, which coincidentally right next to you guys, because the door's like right here. And as that's sort of going on, the other one, who sort of finally moves down a bit more politely, and you see him in full. He's wearing what seems to be an old, worn equivalent of, like, Servidian leather armor. Like, this was clearly a ranger's outfit, but at his side there's a bit of a sheathed, thin sword and a bow. Oh no, he's hot. But as he sort of makes his way down, he sort of approaches the bartender like... No. It was only a bit of fun. You can take a chill, if that is the word. It's called being chill. And no, I am not being chill because you decided to try and endanger one of my patrons. It is just official Oxum business. No more, no less.
Take slave.
I don't care. Get out of my bar. Alright. But we will be here, as we shall return to this lovely little halfling town that you have had. We have had lots of fun! Enjoy yourselves. As the ogre just goes, so are we going? We are going, yes. And as he sort of The orcs sort of grumble and grunt as they either finish their drinks or just sort of toss them to the ground in frustration. And as everyone's walking out, interestingly enough, this half-orc does look at you, Kellis. Not the others, not Nilos. You. Huh.
Do I notice him do that?
I would say it's a little... with your sort of natural vibe, you do notice his eyes on you. A little bit.
If he's looking at me, I don't really want to do anything.
Alright. Nonetheless, he and the others do exit.
Is he the first? Is he the first to exit the bar?
I'd argue yes. As the ogre sort of squeezes a little bit, he sort of squeezes through the door. It's a little big for him. And the others eventually do file out.
Can they have to walk by us to exit, right?
Yes, they do.
Can I try to make an insider perception or something to try to see if any of them have any sort of like orders that are sticking out of their armor, like any kind of paper or anything?
Any official sort of business, yeah. You can make a...
Yeah.
Sure, you can make that roll for me.
Alright. Perception or insight? They're the same modifier for me, but...
I'd say insight... perception, actually.
13.
Interestingly enough, it does seem as that they do not. They just seem to be a bunch of regular old grunts, so maybe it wasn't exactly who you are, but more that he caught what you did. Quite perceptive for an orc.
She will sigh and I think that's it. I don't think she's gonna bother with doing anything to them as they leave.
Indeed. As it seems that everybody in the bar sort of breathes a little sigh of relief, as it seems that the thing has truly been de-escalated quite quickly, too. As you have skipped my first combat. Congratulations. Probably won't be the last. But either way.
Yeah, we have a habit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Singletary's sitting there like one down, infinite more to go.
I mean, Calm Emotions does help pretty well. I don't think it'll help too much for things to come, but, you know.
No, I'm sure we can all just get along.
Yes, let's get along in this war campaign.
Yeah, pacifist run.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not built for pacifism.
Yeah, none of you guys built your characters to do like damage or anything, right?
Everyone just looks to Angriff.
Ooh, rough.
Ooh, rough. But nonetheless.
I'm here to tank, buddy.
I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, we're here for pacifism, right?
You
Looks
have
at
so
the
weapon
Inquisitor.
summoning-
Looks at the Inquisitor with a burning whip.
Yeah, literally the weapon summoning tank, but nonetheless. It does appear that things do calm down a little bit for now. As the Chipper one sort of...
Pacifist and pacifist.
Well, that was certainly something, wasn't it? As he tries to get out of your grip, it's like, excuse me.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd already put them down.
Indeed, as the other one's just like, and that, Garvey, is why we don't suddenly launch into stupid shit or trying to say that an orc has a stain on his shirt. I'd say it was an ochre, in fact. It's still a problem. Either way, I am sorry that we had to meet like this, says the more serious rat-like one. I believe that you four are the ones who... But I saw two of you, but I think Garvey here saw the other two. Oh, yes. And I will let you choose which two was seen by which two. It doesn't matter that much, but, you know.
Well, we definitely know who saw Nihilos, considering I snatched them out of the air.
Indeed, Blondie did, or Garvey, rather.
Right.
Whichever one wasn't falling probably saw me.
Yeah,
the
so
falling one was probably pretty focused on other stuff.
Indeed.
The ones that gave us the letters.
Both
we
of
got
them
the
did.
letters.
Yes.
So, one gave a letter to two of us, the other gave the letter to the other two.
Oh,
I don't think
Which
it
one we
matters
have met
especially
before.
too much, but, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think Callis would have humored frankly, the stupider sounding one, so...
Yes. Nonetheless. I suppose
I
we
think
should...
she's still not paying attention to him.
Indeed, as... The other one, Garland, it seems, just sort of goes, right, so I suppose we should be getting down to business. First off, I believe you know the mission. If you have any questions, you can ask Garvey here. But while I am here, I do wish to bring a little bit of bad news. You will not be getting 500 gold on your first month. You will be only getting 250 if it is asked. You could go for 1,000 next month, but I believe that we have a collection of... And he sort of glances to Garvey for half a second, and Garvey is just sort of... A bit of a sad look has come across his face. Treasures within the cart that we will be... Well, not the cart, but our belongings. So you can take that or leave it. Frankly, we'll be able to give you the gold when it's available. Preferably by the Baron.
Well,
Oh,
Nihilos will look at the rest of the party.
I realized I
their
hadn't clicked out from Dogar, so just zooming in. There we go. The chat has been staring at him for far too long.
It matters not. Pay when pay comes.
I'm more in it for the adventure. Sounded like fun. So,
As long as we are paid, a bit of a delay should be fine.
And with that, Garland sort of nods and just goes, I have to do something, so if you have any questions, claps. I'd say he's a little shorter than Garvey is. Garvey's sort of a taller type. He's standing at a full 4'0", while Garvey is like 3'7". You deal with this.
Brother and sister, or are they brothers?
They have not mentioned yet.
I thought, okay.
But he does.
Kind of hard to tell, especially with
The long hair is making me, I'm not sure.
yeah.
They're
hard to tell
they're
that.
both male halflings. It appears.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I was just curious.
Yes. My cousin here will let everyone know. As he begins to, interestingly enough, walk back towards this part of the bar, and with a bit of a look, the bartender just sort of goes, we'll be closing early for the guard. Last call's in 5 minutes. I'll be around to take the orders. As she begins to move in with. Interesting. What do you do? If you have any questions, that is.
Wait, so one of the halflings moved over back
The
into
smarter,
the back room?
the
or...
smarter rat-like one, Garland. Yes.
Okay.
We were told the original, like, what our goal is.
The goal, from what you were told by the letter provided by the Baron, the decree says that your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make your way down to Bloodstone Pass, to the village of Bloodstone, and defend it from the ones who are taking everything from them. They're taking their food, they're taking their manpower, they're taking their money, and they're often taking, innocence for strange and nefarious purposes.
Okay, cool. That's all I need to know.
Was it implied that we should follow into the back, or?
It appears that he has just moved off on his own. Do you wish to follow him? Up to you.
Is who's the
the
more
one
frivolous one?
Garland is the serious one.
Garland is the serious one. Garvey is the
rat. We'll just call him the rat.
Garland is the rat. Garvey is Blondie, basically.
Okay, so, and then we're left here with Garvey.
Yeah. As he just sort of looks around and just goes, "Hey, I did see two of you. I mean, one of you lives in the town, but the other two, I didn't expect this from the executioner of the Fey Woad and the angel of Giant's Tooth Peak." He is saying this in a little bit of a hushed tone. He has at least learned a little of his lesson.
Well, duty calls me where it may.
He sort of gives a bit of a smile and nod and just goes, well, we're happy to take any of the help we can get. We've tried to call upon some of the former members of the Servidian army, but that's not going so well so far. They haven't returned our messages.
Well, that's a shame.
And can I roll like an insight on why the bartender and the other one went back there?
Sure. It's clear that they were having some sort of talk together.
At 20?
I will say that there was at least... Oh man, that actually... I
think the main thing that she's worried about is, like, are we being set up? But since the other one's here, it doesn't really feel like it.
It doesn't feel like a setup. They're too genuinely stupid to be trying to fuck you up. If someone is, it's probably the Baron. But as he's going in, he did directly look at the bartender, who sort of gave a bit of a nervous look as if to suggest she didn't want anyone coming in to learn about what's being discussed. There's some tea being brewed in there. Proverbial tea. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Something is up in there, and it's up to you whether you want to pry in on it or simply wait for other hints to arise.
Well, I am certainly not the sneaky type.
Indeed.
I
Armor
am
clank
sneaky
clanks.
type, but I'm pretty much in plain view right now.
Unless you rolled like a nat 20 in stealth, which possible. Leave for later.
I could be sneaky if I wanted.
Just pluck off one of your head and just let it roll.
My character just has no reason to be. I have the invisibility spell.
I'm going to... Kalissa's gonna say, she's gonna say, just a moment. And she's gonna get up and she's gonna move as if she is going to use the restroom that's back here. And she's gonna get here, and instead she's gonna go this way, and she's gonna try to listen up against. If there's nobody here, she's gonna try to listen up against like the wall here.
Interesting. You would notice that this area is more for the chefs and whatnot, but it's also like the first floor of the inn. But you can roll me a perception check, while meanwhile in the background, Garvey does ask one final question of, I'll say that you have advantage considering, you know, how much prep you had to do.
17.
17's a little better. So, Garvey does ask the rest of the group, so, does anyone have any questions regarding the mission, what you'll be doing? Again, I am truly sorry about the pay.
Again, it is all right, as long as we're paid in the end.
But I believe there's no further questions from the party.
Wait, no.
Oh.
When do we leave?
I believe we leave tomorrow morning. We'll be heading towards the borderlands. I believe it's going to be a little bit of a journey. Approximately 2 weeks.
One of them mentioned they had some treasures or something that we could have, right?
They're willing to provide some sort of treasure to at least pay up to 250 gold of the 500 gold a month they're offering.
I see. So it's not like treasure that's useful, it's treasure that's monetarily valuable.
They have not shown you what it is yet, so you don't know. But nonetheless, you put your ear to the wall, you do have a momentary thing of like, it's a little loud and it's sort of an argument, so it's like, maybe it's just some friend shit, whatever. You almost ignore it. And then you start to hear hints of something. I believe that the best way of saying it is, I'll put it down like 30 seconds. You have to come back. No, I'm not going back. I was expressly told to stay here, lay low. That was the point. That was all the point. Until things die down. That's what he told me. You know things aren't dying down, and they aren't going to die down for some time. Not until after all of us are dead. What do you want me to do? I hated doing that. You know I hated doing that. He enjoys it more than I do, and he wasn't built for it, so let him. Every single tribute he grows weaker. You know that. I believe, probably by when this one comes about and the punishment starts, your father's going to be a dead man. And that is all you hear before they start moving around and it becomes a little more blurry in your ears.
As a noble from this area, right? They said that like I lived in this area.
You lived a little further away from Bloodstone. I'd say it would be the equivalent of being a politician in Georgia and then being in like Virginia. So there's a little bit of distance.
But would I know the race of the Baron here?
Well, first off, that does raise a question. This is not where the Baron is. The Baron runs the borderlands. So the Baron here is not the Baron, period. But the Baron up there, if you remember correctly from the few parties you saw, you know what, you can make me a history check.
That's the thing that I can actually do.
Yippee!
Only a 10, though.
A 10 is good enough. Last time you remember, he was one of the guys who got a barony, then was born into barony. He was kind of a braggadocious dude. Carried around a sword, wore armor. He was enough of the kind of person you don't like that you intentionally didn't pay attention to him, I feel.
I see. I guess my question was,
he is
could
a
they
human.
be... Okay. So I don't know who these people's father might be. They don't. Yeah, they don't. I don't hear like the tone of reverence that would imply there might be a word before father when they're talking, do they?
There was an effort on the word father, so he might be vaguely important, but you don't. There are several options you could have. He could be the Baron. He could be some famous smith. He could be a general. He could be someone.
Effort, but not fear.
He is not a man to be feared, from what it sounded like.
In that case, I will step into the restroom and
do your business. Yep.
Dunk my hands so that they look like I actually did something.
Yeah.
In the wash.
If they have sinks.
Well, they'd have like a trough of water or something.
They probably have like a little bucket of water that they toss out every shift, so it feels a little iffy, but you know. And by the time that you're going out, interestingly enough, Garland and the woman, well, the woman is doing some business, but eventually does come over by the end of the night. As Garland does let the news go. Alright, so there's a slight change of plans. You will be having one other coming with us on our journey. She's an old friend. And, you know, similar to me and him, because, you know, we're going to be letting you through the stuff that the Baron has given us permission for. Protect her with your life, I suppose, unless, you know, just make sure she's safe. And he hit Garland's eyes sort of look around all of you a little bit anxiously, I suppose, to sort of judge the reaction to such an add-on.
And who is this fifth member?
She is... Well, I'm gonna roll something. See if there is. See how it vibes. It's a little awkward as Garland and Garvey sort of talk a little bit the same. No, you go. No, you go. All right. No, you go. You're better at talking. All right. She is. Well, she's the bartender. She's a friend of ours. She was a native of Bloodstone for some time, and well, she wishes to go back and try and help in any way she can with her bartendery. Yes, her bartendery. He's given a smile that's a little too wide to be completely earnest.
I'll look over at the bartender.
She is not focusing on your group at all. Her head is fully in her work as she's passing like some fat guy's like, give me a drink and send it to the girl across the bar. And then another guy's like, it's a fervency, and she seems to have her head completely in her work for now, it seems. Her name is Kirsty.
The more the merrier.
I see no issues.
Callis will shrug and say, what's one more to babysit?
And then one last look goes to the mysterious man in the armor.
I said,
is enough.
Acknowledging grunt.
Indeed.
Yes, acknowledging grunt. I am a man of few words.
Indeed. And so it is decided. You shall leave in the morning, and you will at least get a brief look at the goods before, you leave the following morning. Just in case you wanted to back out, And it is an interesting thing. In this party of mostly people who do not sleep, how do you spend your night?
I still technically have to sleep.
I mean, I have to sleep.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Ah,
I can double check, but I'm pretty sure I have to. There's nothing in there that says that I don't.
yeah, I don't
sleep.
think anything on mine says that I'm free from sleep either. Let me double check though.
In that case, you could sleep with the general amount of goods. You could sleep with Garland or Garvey in their room, or you could buy a new room for... I want to say it's like 2 silver. This is not the highest end hotel / inn.
Yeah, I know. I don't have anything about
What was our
not
starting
needing
world again?
sleep.
I forgot.
I think it was like 50.
500 plus your whatever starting whatever gold you got from your background.
Okay, cool.
I will, but as the way that I am playing this, he will just sleep wherever.
He literally just falls asleep in said table and chair.
He just sits at the table and he doesn't move.
Yeah.
He just waits there.
Interesting. Who is this mysterious man?
He's
I
used to
mean,
far worse
Milos would have to
conditions.
get a room.
You could
Unless
afford-
the barkeep tells me to go buy a room or do something else, they will not move from their spot until it is time to go.
You do spot that they do look at you, but they just put down a little letter to whoever owns the bar as they sort of tuck into one of the beds for the night.
Callis will buy her own room. You said that was 2 silver?
Yes, 2 silver.
Okay.
There's a little bit of an awkward procedure where they have to make sure that the gold piece is true because, you know, most people don't see a whole gold piece in here. Unless it's like really high end.
Milos
Is it-
would have to
is
get
it,
a room as well because
It's 10
Probably
for
is.
all. It's like 10, 10.
Okay, it's 10 silver for the gold.
Yeah. I just noticed something and I will change this for the morning.
But yes, Callis does not have to sleep.
Interesting.
But she can't do any, like, you know, she can't go sneaking around or anything if she wants to long rest. So-
Indeed. Let me just change this right quick.
I suppose Magnolia will also buy a room. That's what humans do.
Yes, it is a very nice and hospitable room with comfy beds. It is a halfling establishment after all.
Oh, I need to import my magic item.
Yes. And with that, night 0 ends, and day 1 of the journey begins. And with said start of the journey, you know, you exit from the tavern.
You are very robotic right now.
Am I? Oh boy. Is this better?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
now we
it's-
can actually hear you.
I think it's because I was trying to edit stuff on the Roll20 that it suddenly got super uppity.
Yeah, it didn't like that at all.
Note to self, make sure everything is good in advance. But nonetheless, you begin to... Oh, yes?
I do set out my a little silken pouch
Nice.
in my room for the night. I think
Indeed.
I roll 1d10. Okay, that's exactly what I needed. Cool.
Yes. And as you begin to sort of rest and relax, there is that slight paranoia of someone entering your room, but it's a small enough town. They wouldn't know who you are, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're probably fine. But it is a long night, and even if you were to doze off, you would be woken by a knock on the door and a woman, the voice of the bartender, sort of saying, "We're leaving early. Get your stuff ready." Of course, that's not for everyone, you know, for my dearest Angriff, it would just be sort of a slam on the table to sort of hint to you that you should awaken.
When that happens, there was no glow, and now the helm starts glowing again. Slow turn.
You can see that she is sort of looking to you with a bit of a nervous look, just goes, "Yeah, I should have expected this. Okay. Okay, Garland Gervy, she starts planning stuff, and you can see that the two do have not only their belongings, but what seems like a pack filled with stuff. And just on the surface level, it seems that it's mostly just random things, like an old sketch on finer paper, and, you know, a slightly gold-encrusted grandfather clock or some kind that is small enough to fit in, but it's a very heavily packaged pack. Unfortunately, it does not seem that they have any cart or horse. What do you all do? And let me just move over to the next song. Want me to loop it? There we go.
We're just traveling?
You're about to start on
Or
your journey.
are we like, we're getting ready to go here?
Yes, you're about to start on your journey.
I guess that I'll ask whichever one passes me first.
I'll say since you got a good
I'll ask
earful of
if it's-
Garvey, it's Garland this time. What do you ask?
I'll say, is it reasonable to make this trip on foot?
It's the best we can get without... I feel as if... He pauses a couple of times to sort of choose his words. We're going to be moving through what seems like a lot of... a couple of towns, a mountain path. It's mostly going to be decent for foot, unless you wish to go faster, which will be going directly through the mountains, which is risky. But nonetheless, the problem is if we got a horse and a cart, we'd be catching eyes, something we don't want.
Very well.
Of course, if you wish to buy your own cart and horse, I won't stop you. As he begins to just move back and sort of check some of the stuff before the movement is on.
Callis seriously considers buying just herself a horse.
And what of the rest of you? Anything you wish to do before you are on your way?
No, just start walking.
Not that I can think of, because I wouldn't be buying a horse, because therein requires feed for the horse, maintaining it, and there's enough time for that.
Indeed.
This journey could be dangerous for the horse because it could catch attention and potentially get in danger. No, I'll leave the horse in safe places, right?
Yes.
Also, I'm not sure how used to buying things Magnolia is. The idea of buying a horse might be...
You kinda know how money works, right?
She knows how it works, but the buying an animal seems mean. Animals should be free.
I don't I think the only reason Angrith has as much gold as they have is because they haven't spent any.
It's just sort of jingling in whatever package or backpack you have.
Mm-hmm. They've just been hoarding it.
Indeed. And so,
unconsciously,
this strange and merry party begins to move on their path. You make your way eventually out of the town of Good Luck, and you do see the sign, and of course, there's a little bit of graffiti on it, it appears. Which, of course, someone wrote it to say, goodbye and good luck.
Oh, how sweet.
Here's hoping. But either way, you move. Slowly, patiently. It's about a day and a half's journey to the borderland wall. So the first day is somewhat, I want to say, it's kind of nice seeing all the farmland slowly turn to grass. But also, it's uneventful. And I'm just placing you here, as every square is roughly a day's journey. And it appears that to pass the time, Garvey, a little excitedly, has, since we're moving through, Garland sort of looks to him as like, you're doing this on day one. No. We're going through a safer part. And there's nothing that's going to happen along the journey. So I was thinking, maybe, to make sure that the party is a little bit more, so that everybody knows each other a little bit better. You can see the grin cracking across his face as he's rummaging through the sides of his backpack to get something. Maybe we could do some icebreakers?
Oh dear God.
Ooh, yay!
This feels familiar.
Can I move away from everybody and go forage for ingredients for poisons?
Just along the path, sure. You can make me a survival check if you wish.
Can I do nature instead? It's just
Sure.
like one better for me.
Nature works fine.
Why would we
18
bring
nature.
ice?
Oh no,
How do you have ice?
It's not. I believe I heard it from when I was traveling near the wintry coast. You break the ice so that it's a little bit more comfortable between everyone. And okay, hold on. I'm looking up 100 bad icebreakers.
I don't think they'll necessarily apply to this situation.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They're bad ones too. That makes it even better.
Well, I mean, like, in terms of, like, the question might not be able to apply to the time period.
Indeed, as it appears that Garvin just sort of goes, I'm so sorry. He does this every time. One day we were just going to Bellowsbog to get some stuff, and we managed to scare off an entire group of loggers just by asking them these questions. I am so sorry. All right. I suppose I'll start with you, mysterious man. Mr. Butcher of the Fey Woad. What is your Oh, he sort of looks up and looks down, realizes the glow behind the helmet, and goes, that wouldn't work. If you have a favorite color, what's your favorite color?
He stops, pauses, thinks. He just goes silent for a minute and the light dims down. As if he's thinking.
And he's just like that for a while.
Yeah, he's just like frozen for a minute. He's never contemplated a favorite color.
You've never contemplated a favorite either, so like...
I'll be back in a second.
Indeed.
He's just, like, going through all the colors he's seen.
He's just sort of looking at you
Why?
as, like, his face sort of... The smile sort of wanes a little bit. You know, everybody's got a favorite color. Mine is... I believe it's the blue of the ocean. You said it was red, the red of an apple yesterday. Well, it could change. I'll move to the next one. As he sort of looks up and... Oh, what'd you say?
He said purple.
Purple. Interesting. As he
He
sort of...
doesn't know why, but he said purple.
You do remember the purple of a coat sometime. You don't know when.
As these questions are being asked and answered, Magnolia takes out like a little scrap of paper and is writing down people's answers.
Indeed. And as he looks over towards the woman who is significantly trying to, like, get as far away. Miss, I'm sorry, do you wish to be called by the White Widow, or is there a name you wish to... Do you wish to just go by Callis?
She's gonna look down at him and say, "You may call me Lady Starin."
Of course. Lady Starin. Oh, I got one. If you had a gift to give your significant other, what would it be?
She looks over at him. She looks over at him and goes,
I'm so glad you didn't give me that question.
"Well, I suppose the last gift I gave him was a knife."
The blink. And just... You can see Garland just slap him back the head. Her husband died, you moron. I didn't know that. Don't ask stupid questions. It was just a nice question. They seem to have somehow glossed over the fact that you said it was a knife. As they seem to be a little bit distracted, which gives you the prime opportunity to escape. And with your 18, you do find a couple of nightshade berries. Nice.
Okay, so the way that my poisoner thing works is I can spend an hour to use a kit and 50 GP worth of materials to create a number of poison doses equal to my proficiency bonus. So I'm just gonna measure...
I'll say that with
poison materials as an item.
I'll say with this, with every part of the success you got, is about 5 gold's worth. So you got 15 gold's worth of poison. So you need a little bit more, but not bad for just a random rummage.
So that is, I guess, 0.3.
Anyways, I'll continue. What, to our dearest, Magnolia, is it?
Yes.
What is the strangest fact you know?
Bliss looks over curious to see what this person actually knows.
It is a good question.
What would be the strangest fact that she would know?
Well, you do know some stuff from your time in the graveyard.
What would I know from my time in the graveyard?
Well, from the time you spent there, I'd say you know... Oh, that's a lot. You do know some of the ways that you can fix stuff from, just being around the townsfolk and them eventually treating you like someone instead of something. But also you do also know some things from that night, I'd say. You also know some general farming tips, some mountain advice, some strangeness about just the trip down. You actually probably talked with Garvey a little bit about this. Yeah?
It'd probably be most in character to give an odd animal fact.
Ooh. Interesting.
Odd farm animal facts.
I love how this is taking you longer than the awkward question with Callis.
I half imagine that Magnolia is like pulling out a little notebook and flipping through looking for a fact.
Yes. Oh no. There we go.
I'm not sure how odd it is, but pigs can't sweat.
Really? Well, of course they can't sweat. Yep. They're in the mountains. It's very cold.
I think it's more than just that. The farmer that I was helping said something about that's why they wallow in mud to cool down.
Oh! You can see that Garvey, it does look quite starry-eyed from what you have suggested. And he sort of just goes, that is interesting. I'll write that down. I'll write that down. And then finally, for you, Mr. Nelos, or Miss Nelos, whichever. What could you not live without?
Well, that is an interesting question. I could take the time to think of some flowery, poetic answer, but I prefer to be more practical. The breath in your lungs.
Oh, I mean, yes, that could work. But I mean, personally, I was just thinking about my aunt's apple pie. You can certainly live without that. You've eaten too many of them. You know, a good answer. It's still a good answer. As I'm going to say that the lady has sort of been relaxing in the background a little bit as she goes, you already asked me almost every question in that book, so you don't need to ask me one. Oh, are you sure? I could try and find one for you. No, I am fine. I am good. Oh, hold on. I'll find one. Do you have any secret tattoos? Yes. One is a boot. It's up your ass.
I like this one.
I just... Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I forget I said anything. She just sort of goes...
Neelo's just thoroughly entertained.
Indeed. And before night falls, is there anything else anyone wishes to do upon this rather uneventful part of the journey?
Not that I can think of.
Would now be an okay time to look for a friend?
I suppose that, yes, actually. If you're the one doing it, that explains what happens next.
Okay.
That worries me slightly.
as you find
No,
yourself.
that's not concerning at all.
It's towards nightfall. Everybody's sort of preparing, and you do eventually find something that you are looking for. But what gives you the inkling to start foraging for a friend?
Well, I imagine most of the party haven't been very. Magnolia probably gets is very chatty, and I don't think most of the party would give much back in terms of conversation.
Indeed.
So she would be off looking for a friend that she could chat to.
I see. And
I'm probably continuing to forage for poison materials because I didn't get as much as I would have liked to on the journey.
Indeed. And I'd say it is with that and you two sort of being closer to, like, not even forest. You haven't hit forest yet. It's just a couple of straggler trees that something, a sort of a flash of red in the tall grass does sort of spot you, but as you approach, starts bounding off. What do the two of you do?
I'll look over at Magnolia. Does it seem like she's trying to, like, chase it? What's her...
Well, that does ask a question. What do you do, Magnolia?
Did I fully see what it was?
It did appear to be some sort of curious little creature before it started, bouncing away, and you swear with your pretty high passive perception. Was that a fox?
Ooh, a fox! I'm gonna go investigate. And she'll start, like, skip running.
Into the tall grass. And that does explain why the two of you would be...
Yeah, Callis will follow along.
Interesting. And I will say that the two of you could... What do you do to try and catch this mysterious fox?
Do I have any fox knowledge?
You could try and make me a survival or nature check.
I'll try for survival.
Okie dokie. Roll it.
Oh, nat 20!
Nat 20! Yeah, it's sort of interesting as... Are you trying to do anything for this, my dearest Callis?
No, I think that Callis feels like she could probably try to catch the fox, but she doesn't really want a fox, so...
It'd probably make a nice stew, but as...
Magnolia's not done a whole lot yet, so she's curious to see what Magnolia is up to.
Alright. How would you say that you catch this fox, Magnolia?
Let's see. Okay, the thing is skittish.
Mm-hmm. And it is
Quiet?
quite surprised by the fact that it was probably scared off by the gigantic clanking quote-unquote man that was making its way through the green pathways.
I think because of her being so like lacking in weight, she probably is a little quiet as she can be. avoiding like making too much noise, like overly stepping on leaves or anything like that, and she's just going to try to sneak up and approach it, and then once she's close enough for try to find some way to gain its friendship. Does she have? Do I have any spells about this?
That is a good question, but as you do approach, it does appear that it's a little bit surprised by someone approaching it like this. And it is sort of sniffing your hand, and a little surprised that it doesn't smell like flesh.
I'm going to use Speak with Animals. I forgot that I, of course, have Speak with Animals.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Hello, friend. I come in peace.
Oh gosh, how do I do the voice of a fox? What? You look man, but you are not man. What? How?
Oh, I'm woman.
Whoa, man.
Semantics.
Curious. You wish to hunt me and have my pelt?
No, I wish for friendship.
What is friend of the ship?
It is being nice and helpful to each other.
Does help involve food?
Yes, I have food.
Wow.
I don't eat it myself.
Wow. You are weird of this woe of the man.
You know, I've been called that out by a lot of people and animals.
It is certainly a very strange thing as you are having a conversation with this fox. I picture you just speaking out loud to it, as it. I think with speaking with animals, you're the only one who can hear them. Is that correct?
You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with with beasts.
So it is just them, and you are seeing Caliss as you approach. Yeah, she's just having a conversation with a fox.
That's fine.
Like, not the weirdest thing most of the party's probably seen.
Indeed.
I'm like acutely aware of how many spiders are within a 10-foot radius of me, so
There.
It's not the weirdest thing, at least even today. By the way, there are currently like 3 spiders, I'd say. So, you know.
Side note, 3 spiders in the area. 3 spiders.
but there's always
Think
more
3
spiders than that
times.
around me.
Yes. But nonetheless.
Also, I more so imagine that when Magnolia is speaking with animals rather than just like speaking, well, whatever she's speaking is just full on like animal noises at them.
So it's even stranger. You're just hearing. So, fucking. Just making weird.
I don't know what's
little-
funnier, the fact that Magnolia is making animal sounds, or if Magnolia was just straight up talking to this animal like a person.
Both are just strange, and I think.
Both have vastly different implications, but neither are necessarily good.
I mean, it's a fox. Foxes tend to not have ulterior motives.
Lies!
Well, not normal foxes, at least. But
You
it's,
tell that to the hen house.
That's just
Uh-huh.
predation.
that's just predation.
Yeah,
That's
Fox is sort of actually like infamously sneaky, right? Like,
dudes gotta eat.
Yeah.
However, if someone's giving them free food, they'll enjoy it, and that is why, when you do return to the camp, you now have your fox familiar, I believe.
No, it's just like a regular pet. It's just like a pet.
I guess you just have a
I can dismiss it into like
pocket dimension.
yeah.
I don't know how that's I think that'll probably very much confuse the fox, but it does explain why, when everyone is starting to tuck in for the night, You are the two who are the latest to sort of arrive.
Can I make another nature roll for?
Sure, you can make
organization?
me another nature roll.
15.
You gain another 15 gold worth of materials. As you sort of realize, oh, neat. One of those spiders is mildly poisonous. Keep that for later.
Oh wait, what's the fox's name? Does the fox have a name?
Hold on. I have to look
There's
up.
probably a good chance it doesn't even
Can
have a concept
foxes
of names.
name themselves? No, every animal is named by humans. I
Yeah,
will.
so it doesn't even have a concept of names.
If it has
Dolphins
the
do.
if it has the
Well, yeah,
concept of a
dolphins, but
name,
they're also human level
the
intelligence.
closest thing it would have to a name is something that would affect it. So like, one ear is a little bit, like it bends a little bit at the top.
I'm going to name them Bendy.
Oh no, but okay. Nonetheless.
No wait.
Huh?
Hold on. I need to roll the. I need to know the gender of this fox.
It's probably a coin. I don't think foxes have gender fluidity. I'd have to check, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Foxes
Okay.
cannot change their gender. Only amphibians and reptiles can do that.
Yes.
I have. It is a female fox.
Yes. Is it Benda?
It is.
That is a very dumb name for a fox. And yet you have named it such.
It is.
You can keep this.
Callis.
Yes.
This is my new fox friend.
You're just holding him up. Just like, it's doing the thing that cats do where the arms
Sort of raises
and
her
legs.
eyebrows. She sort of raises her eyebrows and nods.
I need to name her.
Okay.
The fox.
I need your help.
You're confused.
Since we found her together, it's important for both parties to have a say in the name.
Congratulations, you've been.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
You can have advantage.
Congratulations, you've been roped into custody.
Oh no!
I'll
Oh
be taking everything
no!
in the divorce.
A 21.
She says, I see. And do you have any thoughts on the name?
No, I'm bad at names.
So it's like a orangish red fox.
It's an orangish red European fox with a slightly floppy ear on one side. And a very confused look on its face.
She says, perhaps list, because its ear sort of, you know.
I think Magnolia, while waiting for you to come up with a name, was for sure looking at you with like childlike wonder. She's going to now communicate to the fox its new name. while still speaking in like animal noises.
What is
Excited
name?
animal
Can I eat
noises.
it?
No. When I say the name, you come, or do what I ask, and we can like go on like adventures. Like if you're wandering off, like I would call you, and then you would come, and then I could give you food.
Depends, but we like food.
This is Calice. She is also your friend now.
The fox looks at them, and just like most animals that I feel you deal with, Calice, they can get a vibe off of you. It tends to happen with the people you have a run-in with, and just goes, she is smelly.
No, that's not nice. Wait, good smelly or bad smelly?
Smelly like meat spoil. Bad. Bitter berry.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell her you said that, because that's not very nice.
It's true. And now this character exists in my campaign.
Look at what you have done.
You're welcome.
List the fox. And it is as you are beginning to make your way back that, a camp has eventually been set up, and before you come back, the sun's starting to set, and it appears that the two halflings have put it on themselves to try and hunt at least a dinner tonight. I'm just going to roll on their part to see how well they do in the background. It's probably not good. Oh, shit. Wrong one. I'm still getting used to the fact that there are two different Roll20s. Alright. NPCs, Bloodstone Village. But nonetheless, unless you want to go on that hunt, Neelos and Angriff, it is just you two and the mysterious bartender known as Kirsty. I'm rolling. Not bad. They might come back with a deer later.
I'm not sure what Nihilos would do right now.
I sit, I wait.
You sit and you wait for combat. That is, yes.
I sit, I wait for something to happen. I don't engage.
I'd say that the one who does sort of engage in that case is she's sort of poking at the fire, trying to get it running in this... it's autumn.
So, poking at the fires and trying to get it going, or just trying to keep it going?
Just trying to get it going, I'd say.
Okay, so trying to start the fire?
Yes.
I will help with that, I suppose.
Because there is a flame, but she's trying to make it spread a little bit. And with that...
Okay, well, I'll help with that, since fire is my specialty.
Alrighty. How do you wish to help?
More just better arrange the kindling and sticks.
Indeed. And as she sort of...
That way it's more likely to last for a while.
Alright, in that case, she is going to make a roll.
I go down to the advantage through help.
It is a stealth... It is a... Not a stealth check. A survival check with advantage. Yeah, that works.
17.
17. Not bad. As she's sort of doing that, it does sort of eventually spread onto the other logs and small bits of wood that were grabbed along the way. It is grassland after all, and as she throws like some of the drier patches of grass upon it to keep it going, she does sort of look to you, Neelos, and nod, and then up to you, Angriff, as well. And with that, she says, It's nice of you two to come on the journey, but I think that you might be wasting your time.
Favorite bit.
You know, you cut a little bit, but I think it's nice of you to come along, but you're wasting your time.
Yeah, it's nice of you to come along, but I think you're wasting your time.
And why would that be?
The things that have been going on up there ever since, I was a kid and the war ended. You're going to get up against the Oxum. Probably whatever Junes they decided to pay enough money to that they'll be willing to do anything. Burn houses, kill kids, shit like that. You're walking into death.
Well, that is not far from the norm, so I shall take things one day at a time.
She does seem a little bit
First.
at the
Continue.
Oh, you go first.
He says, "Not the first, not the last."
It is kind of funny that she got you two specifically, as she does try to clock that judgment a little bit. I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but if you do want to back out, I suggest before the gate to the Borderlands, because after that, it's just a shit show.
I have no intention of backing out on my agreement.
He just like points. I already walked back from there. What's going back going to make a difference?
You know what? Probably surprisingly little. But, you got all sorts of things that... Deserters going nuts, bandits... I've even heard of giants in the mountains. Maybe even a dragon if we're so unlucky. Either way, I guess I made my point. I guess just try and pass it on to the other two. I don't want to really show a lot of my
I
hand.
appreciate your concern. Truly.
She sort of nods and stays a little more quiet as the other two do come in with... it's a gazelle. You know the types. They chop off the head of it, cook it over the thing. It's a little burnt, but it's edible to most of you. And I presume that everybody sort of tucks in for a decent night. And in the morning, it's a little bit more of the same. Except now you have a fox, I suppose. Does the fox just go alongside, or is it like being carried? I'll ask.
I feel like it'd be like a mixture of carrying and walking on its own.
It does
Depending on
kind
what
of
it
wriggle
would prefer.
depending on the person holding it. I know for a fact he would not let Callis hold him. Actually, no, I think you and maybe Kirsty are the only ones who are kind of good, because the others just have strange vibes. Maybe Angriff. I do feel like if Garvey does try to hold it, he'd pet it too much, and it would just, I gotta get out of here kind of vibes.
Okay.
Yes. And eventually, on that horizon, you see the mountains start to come up, red and a little ruddy colored. They are mountains of, clay, dirt, and, stone, and of course, after that, the thing that does eventually start to rise is what seems to be a very large wall of stone that's sort of clearly cracked and sort of mossed over the years. A forest behind it with plenty of, birds and foliage. And of course, how large this wall to the Borderlands is. It goes off in both directions until it passes over the horizon. It's that long, and yeah, it's so clearly crumbling and out of date, I suppose. But that's probably not the thing you're focusing on, even if you are enjoying the sightseeing. You're focused on the gate before you, as you see that there's some people around it, and something in the archway of the gate. What is that? A rock or something else? It's strange. But either way, you do see that there is something slightly blocking the gate and a bunch of dudes around it. What do you do?
Approach.
I see.
Unless someone tells me otherwise.
You're just moving forwards, just procedurally.
Yes.
Is there tree cover or anything here?
It appears... Well, let me check the actual map. It appears that there is actually finally some start of tree cover before you get to this point. You are no longer in the grasslands, you're entering forest.
Does anybody want to look to see if they look like they're bad guys?
Who will see if they are bad guys or are they good guys?
I mean, I guess an insight check to see the kind of vibe that we get.
Couldn't hurt.
Make sure to turn my disadvantage off.
Yes.
Very good at those.
I can also throw out an insight.
Please do.
Okay.
Oh, I currently have advantage on.
These guys don't
Well,
look...
even so, it's a 15.
These guys don't look too cool. They're wearing kind of haphazard clothing. Some of them a bit more commoner-ish, but clearly they put some armor over it or something. There appears to be a dude on top. He's got a bit of a wide-brimmed hat, and a guy who sort of notices you and starts approaching a little too fast. He's kind of wearing a bit of a hoodie and a cloak, a hooded cloak, and, kind of leatherish clothes. He's got sort of greasy hair and a greasy smile, and as you get a bit closer, you see that the rock is a little strange. It looks like there's like a bone in it or something. It's weird. And he just sort of approaches a bit too fast and sort of looks to all, at least the ones who are here. If anybody wished to sort of try and stealth away before that, that would have been a pretty good time.
I just had an idea, Joey. Operation Discomfort.
Oh no,
Operation
not
Discomfort.
again.
Not again. We've done it once before.
I don't...
I mean, you could try.
I don't think...
We'll
We'll see. I don't think we have to resort to that.
Indeed, as he goes, well, hello! How's everybody doing? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing rather magnificently, my dear. If forgive me, may I ask your name? And he tries to reach for your hand, possibly to kiss it.
Possibly to fleece something off you.
Dang it. Why is my character friendly and nice?
You can tell he's gonna take advantage of that immediately.
I am keeping a very, very close eye on this interaction. Specifically keeping an eye on his hands.
There's some dirt under those nails, you can see it. He's clearly...
It's just more because the friendly kind of greeting is exactly how you manage to palm something off of somebody.
Indeed.
Magnolia will shake or I'll shake his hand.
He immediately moves it up to his mouth to kiss it like one wooden noble. Ugh. But then he goes, Now, I am, of course, the proprietor of this little establishment, and I regret to inform all of you that this right here, the gate into the Borderlands, is indeed a toll road.
Was it a toll road on the way here?
You know for a fucking fact it wasn't. Now...
Oh, that's new.
Oh, yes. Agreement from up top, yes. Now, it is 100 gold per head, and I know that sounds expensive, but you are entering dangerous territory. So I expect you are the highest of the high, the best of the best. And the best of the best paying the best of the best.
Hang on.
Angus is gonna keep walking.
Okay,
How many of them are there?
I keep my smarmy comment to myself.
There's like 9 guys up front, and like 1 guy up top. And then, of course, there's that lump in the middle, and he's like, as he's like sort of talking, he's like, and besides that, and he sort of looks a little bit, double takes it, and Griff just procedural. Hey, wait, oi. You're not moving forward until you pay first. I'm sorry, that's how it works. What'd you say?
None of that came through.
Grabs him by the neck. If he gets close enough to reach, if he tries to grab him, he is going to grab him by the neck.
He's trying to put his like hands on your pauldrons to like sort of hug you. And he goes,
Angry. Please put the fine gentleman down. I'm
As
sure
you
he
can
meant
tell
no
that-
harm, correct?
as the
Stares the man down.
as like the other 8 guys sort of realize and they start sort of moving forward, he goes, I exactly, we're just being peaceful, and if your friend here is aiming to get a little fixie, he sort of raises his hand, and the guy with the hat sort of just raises his arms, and you see that the lump, that's not a lump, that's not a stone, that's a pile. The pile begins to move. The bones connect as it sort of rises into shape.
It's
That
a
is
skeleton thing.
That is a very large skeleton thing. It looks like it probably belonged to like an ogre or a giant or something.
I see. He throws the man.
Just onto the ground,
Just tosses him.
there.
And then he pulls his hand up to his face. Green fire comes out the mask and turns into a giant warhammer.
Whoa, wait, can't we all be friends?
While this is going on, how tall is the gate?
The gate is about, I'd say 3 stories high, so roughly about 25 feet tall. It's pretty big.
So I was in the trees. Can I get to the bottom of the gate without them seeing me?
You know what? I'll say you gotta make me a stealth check for that one.
Could it possibly be advantage because we are very much drawing attention right now?
I'll say that a 19
19.
is enough to pass to the side of the gate. As they proceed to start...
I would like to use my web pull to get on top of the gate.
Are you just Spider-Manning up?
I am Spider-Manning up the
I'll
gate.
say that we will get to that. I'll say that you can make me... I guess an acrobatics check would be the best option for that. But as that's going on...
I can just go
Wait, you can
30
just
feet.
do that as your
Whatever.
Oh
ability,
yeah, I
can't you?
forgot. You can just do that. Okay. But as you're doing that, he's like, now, indeed, I agree with her. Let's be reasonable. Because you see, me and my mates are able to control Tiny here with a bit of finesse. And
One of them blew the flute, right?
one of them is, well, there's a guy who's like moving his arms, it seems.
Does that happen to
Alright.
be the guy on top of the gate?
It is indeed the guy on top of the gate. Who,
Oh my god, are you just gonna push him off?
Well, I was considering just killing him, but
I mean, that works too.
I'm just going to move over
Or even
to-
just not so much killing him, and just just appearing behind him with a knife at his throat.
And now, might I say, he says, there are some ways we can go about this. You can try and take another route, which I wouldn't recommend, because this is the safest route into the Borderlands.
Where would you put me? Where you want me?
I will say that you guys are like over. Yeah, that's relatively a good spot. I'll just move everybody a little bit so that.
I'll put my token down, even though that's not what I look like.
You gonna put a Marmy boy over here?
Yeah. I could design a separate one for the human version later. Don't worry.
Yeah, we might do that.
Yeah. As he goes, you could go back and accrue yourself some money in case this is a monetary problem, which I don't think it is, considering you look rather fine and rather nice. Or we could do this, and I guarantee you Tiny is going to whomp your ass. And I don't want Tiny whomping your ass. So just pass us the coin.
Challenge accepted.
Oh no, is it initiative?
I refuse to killing bandits like these. What's a new big boy? He's gonna go toe to toe with the big boy.
Oh boy.
I would like to, if you'll allow me, try to move, and I think I'm just gonna attack this guy to start things off, because I bet he's concentrating on that big guy, and I bet if I hit him hard enough, I bet he'll stop.
He'll either dispel it or he'll lose control of it.
Perhaps. And with that,
which could almost be better.
I'm going to switch my tune, baby. It's combat time. Okay.
Magnolia.
Yeah, I'd like to try to get the. I'd like to try to get this.
I'm just going to zoom out. Scroll up.
Prize around on the guy
Yeah.
up above, because I am hidden.
Magnolia will have her or yell hidey hole and have her fox friend disappear.
Poof. And they're gone.
What about where are our three companions that are
They
traveling
were
with
just
us?
sort of back of all this. First, at least, ability behind with this like tuna. But for Garland and Harvey, they were trying to like say something, but clearly other people were at hand. And I'll just, I'll move.
Even like before things even pop off, just to make a note of it with all of us, clustered right here.
Yeah.
Those of us within 10 feet of me now have 8 temp HP.
Yes.
Wonderful.
For when things inevitably go to shit.
And I will offer you a
DM.
choice. Yes?
Okay. I was
You,
about to say the turn order thing is.
what? There it goes. Okay.
There it is.
But I will say this. You could either choose between Garland and Garvey or Kirsty. Kirsty is pure support / minor backliner. And Garland...
Super delayed. You're cutting out and you're super delayed.
Oh shit, hold on. Why is it doing that? Hang on. Test, can you hear me? Is it still delayed?
There you go.
We can hear you.
Alright, excellent,
No.
excellent. So, back to this. You can choose between a debuffer backliner or a buffer backliner. Because one has Star Druid stuff as well as stuff that can recharge your abilities, and the other is just pure sling and minus 1d6 to stuff. Because they could distract people.
I feel like D might be better. Do you have things that recharge that would need recharging?
The only thing I think I have, you can't reach when you say recharge.
Like, you
What
can
is this
recharge
recharge?
an ability that has, like, you can only do it once per combat or once per day. You can get it recharged.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
So that wouldn't apply towards spell slots.
They can also allow... Okay, so here's what Kirsty has. She can move you 5 feet and give you a free attack. She can allow you to use a once per day or once per short rest thing for free. No charge required. And she can make people not take actions. She also has Guiding Bolt and stuff because, you know, minor druid stuff. You know how it is. As for Garland and Garvey, they can attack 3 times with the sling, but that's a recharge. They have advantage on range versus targets if an ally is within 5 feet. They can snipe. They can force a reroll if they fail something. Or if they get hit. And they can distract, which gives a 1d6 penalty to something. But they can only do that once.
Towards debuff person.
Okay, so that's going to be Garland and Garvey?
No, isn't the other one debuff?
Oh,
Or buff?
yeah. That's Kirsty. Yeah. Let me just put down.
Kirsty, I'm leaning towards Kirsty. If anyone else has any other opinion.
A backliner never hurts.
Yeah, backliner is useful.
Because Kirsty technically can, but it's way weaker. Because it's a recharge.
Can't get to Bones Malone over there, so I guess we'll start with this asshole.
He'll be gone soon enough.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe the concentration may not destroy him.
I think because he was sleeping there that it'll just let him loose.
That's fine. A lot closer to you guys. It's a lot closer to them than it is to you guys.
True.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
keep
true.
some distance between.
Okay,
Keep some distance from it.
So I got everybody. Did I get the mage? No, I did not get the mage.
Well, it looks like the Minotaur is going first. Well, Bone Minotaur.
Yes.
Or
Well, it's more like
whatever it is.
It's more like the skeleton of a giant. It's just this was the best thing I had. at the
That's
time.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do I get my surprise round, or are we?
I'll say with your stealth, you can reposition and make an attack for the surprise round, but you're the only one who can do that. Considering how much prep you did.
Okay. And are you okay with the location that I'm starting at up
Yeah,
here?
that's perfect.
Up on the thing?
Yes. Mind
Okay.
you, you are not in the mountains yet. It is just, you know.
Alright, well, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna move and attack the mage summonery guy.
Yep.
Am I still hidden, or do I need to hide first?
I would believe you'd still be hidden.
I will say you can make a stealth check versus his perception. Because, fair warning,
Never mind.
you will have to beat a 13 or 15. Yeah,
30?
a 30 will do. Yeah, bud.
You rolled a
Alright,
9.
I'm gonna swing twice. Or I'm gonna not swing twice. I'm gonna swing with advantage.
That's one with advantage.
But I'll roll. Does a 16 hit?
Let me check. I believe that against his AC of 15, yes, 16 hits him.
Alright, I need a con save from him. I'll use one of my poison daggers.
Oh,
So we'll
boy.
take that down.
Yes. So let's have him roll that. He feels deja vu as he is stabbed.
Deja vu.
This is a vastly different outcome to bandits at the gate kind of encounter.
Yeah. 16.
A 16 succeeds.
Yay, he's not poisoned
Shame.
immediately.
So he will take just
18 damage.
18 damage.
Ouch.
Just 18.
Just 18. Still enough to hit him pretty damn hard and make him. Ah, Jesus.
Is he concentrating on the big boyo?
He is concentrating on the big boyo, so he's got to make a DC 18 con save. Oh wait, no, is
It
it
should be 10.
a
right?
DC 10?
No, DC 10. Because it's half damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes it.
Still, 18 damage. It doesn't bloody him, but he's damn well hurt. Oh boy.
And then I can. Do I just get the one attack here?
Yes.
No, you got a full surprise round. Oh, just the one attack?
I'll say just the one attack for now. Cause, you know,
Okay.
this is
Then
a
I'm
free.
done.
This is a free-in. You don't. 18 damage is a free thing. Anyways, Bone Crusher. He's gonna crush some bones today. Let's see how fast he can move. I think he is. Yeah, he's reasonably fast. Skeletons aren't particularly slow. 40 feet. He is going to move 40 feet, and he is going to hold his action for anyone who comes within range of him. As he is told by the man up top. Ow. Hey, man,
So, what was the order the big guy was given?
attack. But of course, he got stabbed.
Do you guys want me to hit it where it moved into our range?
Go for it.
Alright.
Wait, hold on, is it?
Because it stepped into my range, attack of opportunity.
Ooh, I see.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. It goes between
Cracking
the
whip at
ribs.
it aggressively.
Just, it's approaching. It just grabs like a tiny little sapling and rips it up for its club. Hey, Magnolia!
I'll be back in just a second.
The construct approaches. That's not good.
Okay. I would have preferred we took care of this in a more friendly nature, but I suppose. I will cast slow on the
Slow's an area of
Gosh.
effect, so
Yeah, I get 6 targets within
Holy shit.
up to 6 creatures of your choice within a 40-foot cube within range. I
get
think.
that square 40 foot. You can get all of them.
Yeah.
My
So-
suggestion.
Problem about that, Kayla's.
No, you get to pick.
Yeah, you
okay.
get to pick. So I'm personally
Bob.
looking at
Bob
yeah,
and Bob.
yeah. Obviously those 3, and then I'll just do the 2 front guys on the left and the third, the left guy on the right side.
Okay, so that's going to be con
this
saves or wisdom saves?
That is, oh gosh, that is. Let me go ahead and click spell. It is wisdom.
Ah, it's the same.
Wisdom.
Okay, let me just roll wisdom. Oh, wait, no, he has a +3, so that's a 21.
Damn.
Yeah?
That's
Ah.
unfortunate.
These guys, it appears that the skeleton is quite decently built. Makes you wonder if these guys ever built him. Probably not.
See, that would have stopped it from being able to do its attack when we approached.
Indeed. That is
Because it couldn't use reactions.
That the bandit's slowed, so he's like, "Hey, what?" It's kind of wild
So
to
that's
see.
3 of the
The mage fails.
mages slow.
Alright, my food's almost here. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, buy food. And 1, 2, 3. Let me just hit. Oh man, you actually got like 2 of the high runners up front. So that's 1.
There's a little snail you could put on him.
There is a little snail I could put on. If Roll20 decides to not fuck me on this. Roll20's not fucking me on this.
The mage.
Yeah.
Because if the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, or roll a d20 on an 11 or higher, the spell does not take effect until the creature's next turn. The creature must use its action on the turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted.
Oh, that's actually pretty fucked.
Oh yeah. It's almost as bad as silence.
Silence is pretty damn bad.
Well, silence you can't cast the spell. It's better and worse because yes, they could get the spell to go off, but by the time they get the spell to go off, everybody's moved, or they lose the spell slot.
Indeed. I'm gonna see. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Magnolia?
I might cast something, or might not cast, but use another ability. Assuming I can freaking find where it is.
The ability of bonus action.
It is, yes.
Wonderful.
It is.
What might you be doing?
Oh, here it is. That's nice. Let's see, duplicate yourself.
Ooh. Does like an invoke duplicity?
Yes, it is.
Damn.
Which I can use. It is an action, but the item that I took allows me to use it as a bonus action. I can cast some hexes as bonus actions. Since it is a hex, I will do that.
Yes. Now you are mirror imaged. Alrighty. The mage, I'd say with his passive arcana of... How much is it? 6, so 16. He realizes what's going on, and he doesn't like that. Would he be lucky if he leapt off the side? I don't think so. It's a 25-foot drop. It's half speed.
Can Callis see him contemplating this? Because she will definitely raise an eyebrow if she sees him look off the edge. Like,
no.
Oh, please tell me he had slow fall and he was gonna do it, and then he realized, oh shit, I can't use my reaction. Fuck.
So it's half speed, yeah?
Target speed is halved.
Ah, man, this is gonna be a rough one. He's gonna have to gamble. Well, no, the only way he's going to survive this is with a gamble. Because if he moves at half speed and disengages, Callis just catches up to him immediately.
There's no escape. I love slow. It's a wonderful spell.
I do too. It's a fantastic spell.
Fantastic. You can see that the guy is visibly like, ah, fuck. He looks to you, Callis, and gives a nervous smile, and then he dashes. Hopefully this doesn't kill him as he makes his way to the ladder. But does it elicit an opportunity attack, Callis?
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll take the opportunity attack.
That's the only way you can make it out of this.
I don't get sneak attack or anything on it, though.
Yeah.
I don't think I really feel like using a poison dagger if he's not doing anything else.
He's trying to get the fuck away from this. Because this
19
sucks.
will hit, he'll take 6.
Ow, fuck.
Question, is he on a ladder?
He's opening up the hatch in slow motion to get onto a ladder.
Cool, I wonder if you can push the ladder down on him.
Oh no. Okay, Kirsty is definitely gonna go, okay. Yeah, I expected this. I thought we'd be through the gate before this. Okay, everybody, you know what to do. Just make sure that it's, okay, do you wish for her... I could either move Angriff 5 feet. I could... Nah, well, no. If anybody moves 5 feet, it's not going to really do anything. You know what? She's going to point towards the greasy bandit and just go... Okay, you shut the fuck up and sit down. And she's going to use urge hesitation. So she's going to point it towards... Oh. Well, unfortunately the skeleton is immune, but the bandit isn't. And the bandit's the guy up top. And she wants him to just not do anything. Actually, you know what? No. She's going to be smart. She's going to do it towards the 4 bandits and just goes... Okay. If you 4 move, you're dead meat. And the 4 of them gotta make wisdom saves. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. So one of them can't take actions. Yeah, that was at least something. One of the minions can't move now. The bandit leader's like, what are you waiting for? Get him! As the other guys are like, oh, fuck, right. Hey, stop!
Slowed.
Well, they're slowed, yes. They're taking the dash action to move up to you. But man, it's very awkward, and you can clearly tell, like... They were not prepared for this. This guy's able to move pretty fine, though. That guy, he can move. I think he's just going to sit down and think about what he's done. Because, man, that was a very bartenderly gaze. Okay. The rest...
I'm back. Sorry for the delay.
The rest of them are starting to move around this way. They can't really strike just yet, but they don't really have to. So they're just sort of here waiting on stuff.
Did I miss anything important?
No,
The
Not
bandit, the mage tried to run. He's kind of succeeding. Maybe. A little bit.
yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Hey, Griff.
Hey,
These
he
guys,
takes his-
it's almost as if these guys don't know how the slow spell works.
don't know what you cut out.
Don't know how the slow spell works.
And we're just going to have them. You know what? I can just say, we are going to adopt a stance of accuracy.
Ooh.
And we are going to, as a bonus action, we are going to cast my bonus action True Strike spell and get the divination boost. We are going to walk up to this man here, and we are going to take a spell strike swing at him.
Ooh.
With the Warhammer,
Ooh.
and we are casting we're going to be casting a shatter in a
Ow.
15-foot cone. So all these boyos right here
All
get
these
the
boyos.
shatter.
And that's
The
if it...
slow boyos I'm not worried about. So here comes the Warhammer.
Holy shit!
What did I roll?
Double
I-
nat
oh,
20.
Oh,
All of
there's some things that go off when that happens.
the... Oh
Give
no!
me a moment. Is he wearing armor?
The bandit guy is wearing leather armor. Does that count?
if the
Yep, that's armor, which
Where
means you
the
get to
armor,
deal
yeah.
an additional damage die.
Yep, I get to deal an additional damage die. That's just on hit. That man is dead.
Oh
That
no.
man is dead. Spell strike. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? If the spell, where is it? On a hit, the target takes. I swear there's a thing. If I roll a crit, once per turn, when you make an attack, force the target to make it. The spell requires force the target to make it. If your attack misses, the spell fails. On a hit, the spell takes immediately effect.
Oh, so there's no save.
Saving throw. No, here it is. If the spell requires a saving throw on the cast, the target makes the initial save at disadvantage if I hit. If you score a crit on the attack, it automatically fails the save.
Oh no.
Other targets. So he auto fails the save. So let's just do the damage. Just for fun, let's just do the damage on
for
him.
the three of them.
For the three of them, we're just going to put this. This is the. What is the ability called? It's bludge. Yes, I'm gonna make us just a separate thing for that. Give me 1 second.
So they're just like a mist of blood at this point, right? Like that's
Yeah.
just
The poor guy in front of you, he raises up his blade, and then the blade drops, but there's no body.
Okay. I know that I put that in the wrong spot. Fuck.
There's just a rain of fucking jibs.
Yeah. Let me. I wanna just see the damage once I get it right.
Well, he's a minion, so it automatically kills him. But you know.
Yeah, I know, but I still want to see because I got a nat 20.
Also,
I mean,
you might be getting you might be getting
Yeah, I was about to
overkill
say,
with
how
this.
many enemies are within? Oh god, how many enemies are within?
There's only
overkill
one.
range?
There's only one, but you know.
Do I get a? Oh, if I'm killing him anyway, I'll use the free. I'll use my reap ability. Get another damage die on that.
Ooh.
Damn, is it within 5 feet of the target or 5 feet of Angriff?
5 feet of Angriff.
Damn.
Because
I get
it's
one other,
swinging.
It's fine.
So it is going to be, yeah.
So yeah, I got everything turned on for that. So that one takes.
Oh my god. That's 19
41.
Swing.
41. So
And
the lackey gets fucking misted. The bones puncture the bandit's body. He dies on the spot because he's got 36 hit points. And this guy.
No, I don't hit that. That doesn't hit him.
Oh,
That's just the Warhammer hit.
he just sees his
Jack
own.
goes off separate.
He briefly sees his own death before him.
Oh god,
And
because it's a crit. Everything in the shatter range auto fails.
No, just the one that I hit.
Oh.
Just the one that gets hit. Everyone else is affected as normally.
So that would be 17
ignore the
damage or 15 damage.
No, ignore the two. Ignore the two. It would be just 13.
Oh my god.
A DC con save. I don't know if he counts as a construct. If he counts as a construct, then he has disadvantage on the save. The Minotaur.
Well, yeah, he has
bone
disadvantage on the save. Yeah.
How much of this guy's gibs and shrapnel tear into that guy?
Not enough to hurt him, but enough to damage his psyche for sure. Okay, so that's gonna be con save from the bandit. No. So he did take that damage.
So he takes 13 thunder
Bo-
damage.
Yep, Bone Crusher has disadvantage. That's a 9. So he takes 13. Ow. That hurt.
Accuracy saves. True strikes off. But that was also a evocation spell. And so those two are dead. I look at the one here. I do not care.
He's just fucking horrified.
Do I focus on the Minotaur, on the bones, or do I go after the leader?
You want me to turn the big guy's AC to 10 plus its dex?
You can do that?
I can do that.
Is it already 10 plus its dex?
As I turn any armor that it may have, even natural armor, into clay.
When do you do this? I still got one more attack, so...
On my turn,
I will warn
to
you,
Okay.
he's not wearing armor.
Doesn't matter. It says including natural and magical defenses. It basically forces its AC to become 10 plus dex.
I'm just
I
gonna
know,
walk.
but I'm warning you that it is already that.
It's already that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Just so you don't
gonna-
waste your stuff. Anyways.
Thank you.
He's
That's the
just
second
gonna
one.
walk up to
I
the
went
both
through
of
those.
them. Does the big guy want to take a swing at me?
Oh, the big guy's absolutely taking a swing at you. Do you think he has thoughts in that head? Guess what, bitch? Crushing blow. Just as you walk up.
Shit. That's a 26. There's no, I can't really block that.
He was waiting on it.
So 12 damage.
Yep.
He knocks me out of my temp HP, and I take 2 damage.
Ow. You're more annoyed than anything, because you're like just on the ground a little bit.
Makes you take that stumbling half step back.
Stands back up,
Yep.
looks at the Minotaur.
There is only cold, constructed malice behind those eyes.
We gonna give him a warhammer.
What a
still
shame.
an accurate shame. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 hits. It's one above his AC.
Cool. I'm gonna. Do I think he's how do I feel necrotic would be against him?
Let's find out. What is your passive?
Okay, well, I have a free use of it. I might as well use it, so... gonna use
He
my
does
regain.
have... You can tell that he is undead, so there would probably be a little bit of iffiness.
Wait, let me actually check. Is this, when you hit a creature, once you do this, you cannot... Until you finish a short life. The first time you kill a creature within... If he dies, you gain a bonus use until the end of your next turn. You can only have... Yeah, okay. So I got my bonus use of it for until the end of my next turn, so I might as well pop it on.
I mean, it might work against the bandit, but the skeleton, maybe not. Unless you hit above a certain amount.
Well, no, I have it until the end of my next turn, so I'll keep it. So we'll just do this, but I do get to have the evocation damage, which is lingering thunder damage from the shatter spell go off on him.
That's
rough. He takes rolled max. 6 thunder.
We still rolling? It's still good? Okay, hold on. The reactives are a little fucky, but otherwise it's still running. I see that. I don't... Okay. Moral of the story, folks. No, I already have it already going. Alright. Well, the good news is I can see the stream. Yep. Let me just pop up reactive for myself, just in case. I could drop... Well, I'm trying to see it, because... Up! OBS is popping back up. Is it popping back up on stream? No, it is not. Hold on. Okay. But either way, I think we can continue. We can continue like this. Yes. Anyways, good news, Angriff. You just scared the shit out of the whole party so hard that the computer crashed. Yes. Nonetheless, the skeleton, you can see that the magic around it is starting to slightly falter, but it's still standing strong. This thing's built pretty well. Hey, Kalis. You're not focusing on any of that, are you? Oh, wait, no. You're gonna get this guy? Alrighty. He is trying to escape you pretty well. Oh, the reactives are back up. Oh, man. Later, yes. Up, I found out how to fix it. I just refreshed the cache to the current page. But nonetheless... Oh, not studio mode. Yes. It's just that, no, the trick is that I have to refresh the cache of current page. I have restored them all. And now I know how to do that. Oh, Jesus. Indeed. But Kalis, do you really want... do you want to deal with this dude in that case? Because you could just run up to him and stab him. He is about to get on the ladder, yes. You could use steady aim, mind you. Yes. The fall might kill him, though. And that would be a wasted action for a rogue. Yes. Yes. He does not have flesh to poison, regretfully. Yes. He is indeed. That is a 14. Methinks. Yep, he is now literally hoisted by his own pantaloons to the hatch of the ladder. Yep. He cannot move. He is like... He is hoping that you do not stab him again. $12. No. It's just you put... Just probably like putting it up to his neck and he's like... Beep. Indeed. Yes. As for the bandito, he is at least going to look at this and... Oh, wait, no, there's a guy in front of him. Shit. Can he take an action without it being next turn? Or is that not part of the slowed thing? Also, don't they re-roll the save at end of turns? Okay. Oh boy. What? I don't think he's... No, he's not smart. He's gonna do some shit. No. 5-10 to flank. Nah, he could take this. It's fine. He wants to steal whatever magic you have. Okay, so he is going to... 5 feet. That's going to be a dazing strike. Oh shit, does a 20 hit you? Angriff? Wait, are you immune to being flanked? Okay. I didn't... I just used the 5e days condition. Yeah. Dang, because if it hit, that would have been 11 damage. Yes. Still, he'd be flanking. That is all he could do on his turn. Hey, Neelos, this is, these guys are kind of... They're not good at being bandits. Wisdom saves. Are they smart? Because the wizard was at least smart enough to go, fuck this. 10. They're just gonna... Well, they're gonna probably do something on their turn, but not right now. What do you do? They are looking at you with fear in their eyes. That might be a little hint. Yes. Oh god, I just realized it's 9:45. Yes. Definitely. One of them hits. Wait, no. One of them... None of them hit. Oh, no. 15. For some stupid reason, yes. Aw. But nonetheless, as they fire through it, the skeleton is surprisingly good, as it is just, it's tanking them, but the fire isn't burning onto it, as it begins to raise its war club to the sky, about to probably crush a motherfucker. That is where we will end tonight's session. Thank you for watching. We are sorry for all of the technical difficulties, but such happens on the first time you ever stream. Next time, the party might have to deal with the remainder of these bandits and whatever lies beyond the gate. But until that point, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully next time it won't be as long of a stream because I lost track of time. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and goodbye! Let me just... I am glad. I am sorry it took so long. Yeah. Yes.